Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about the technique of grilling. So, grilling is a great cooking method for any type of meats that you want to cook relatively quickly. It's good for any cut of meat that is not too tough, and it's good for naturally tender cuts of meat. Today I'm going to be grilling boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and I'm going to do just a grilled chicken thigh with sort of an Asian inspired vinaigrette made with oyster sauce. So the first thing I'm going to do is heat up my grill pan, and it's already pretty hot. So I'm just going to start putting in my chicken breasts, and these chicken breasts, like I said, already came boneless, skinless, and I just trimmed off some of the extra fat that was on there because they kind of are a bit fatty. But once you trim off the fat, then you'll get rid of a lot of the calories if that's something that you're concerned about. So what I'm using here is a cast iron grill pan, and I really like using the grill pan because I'm not one of those people that likes to go outside and put charcoal on the grill and that type of thing. So the grill pan comes in handy very often, especially when I'm going to different clients' places, or even when I'm cooking at home and I just want to get some nice pretty looking grill marks on my food. This is what I use at least once a week. So while the chicken is going, I'm going to make my oyster sauce vinaigrette. We're going to make sort of a vinaigrette with oyster sauce. And what I'm going to do is just add a 1/4 cup of oyster sauce to my big measuring cup, so that way I have something to whisk it in. And once the chicken is done, we're just going to basically pour this on the top. It's going to act almost like sort of a barbecue sauce. Then, so that's a 1/4 cup of oyster sauce. Then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar just to sweeten it. And then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. And then I'm going to add about a teaspoon of sesame oil, because sesame oil is very strong, so we don't need a whole lot of it. And then I'm just going to whisk those ingredients together. Just whisk it until the sugar dissolves. And then that's going to be ready to go for our chicken. Now that I'm looking at this, some red pepper flakes will probably be really good in this too, but I'm going to leave those out today. And it tastes really good. It tastes exactly like I want it to taste. So the other thing about this chicken is I did season the chicken ahead of time, so it already has salt and pepper on it. So I seasoned it before I started to grill it. And depending on the thickness of your chicken thighs, you might want to cook it about, I would say about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. So I'm just going to flip them over. We have some nice looking grill marks there. And we're going to want to cook it about 3 to 4 minutes on this side also. And what you want to do is get yourself a thermometer so you can take the temperature of your chicken, because you don't want to guess when you're dealing with something like chicken. And it should be a minimum of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. That should be the internal temperature of your chicken thighs when they're done. So I have about a pound of chicken that I'm going to grill off. So I'm going to take these out when they're ready and then do my second batch of chicken. And when it's all done, I'll come back, finish it off with the vinaigrette. So, see you in a minute. So this is our second batch of chicken. And if you can see, around the edges, it's turning from pink to like a grayish white color. So when it starts to get a different color around the edges, that's one indication that it's ready to be flipped. Okay, so the chicken is ready. So what I'm going to do is just move it to our serving platter. And I already checked, and the internal temperature of the chicken is where it should be. Like I said, it should be at least 165 degrees, if not more. And the good thing about using boneless, skinless chicken thighs as opposed to chicken breasts in this recipe is that chicken thighs are very forgiving. And what I mean by that is, you know, if you you don't have to time it to the second like you do with chicken breasts, because chicken breasts can overcook very quickly. And chicken thighs, you have to do a lot to overcook chicken thighs. You almost have to overcook them on purpose. It's almost impossible to mess up chicken thighs. So that's our finished dish, and I'm going to garnish it with a little red onions and scallions. But there you have it, our grilled boneless, skinless chicken thighs with an Asian oyster sauce vinaigrette.